On July 1, Jamaica took over chairmanship of the Caribbean Community CARICOM. Part of that oversight will see Prime Minister Andrew Holness hosting 200 foreign officials at the 39th regular meeting of the CARICOM Heads of Government between July 4 and 6. Among the key agenda items are crime and violence, disaster management, climate change, and the CARICOM single market and economy. Be sure to watch Jamaica Magazine for all of the major happenings coming out of the conference.
Living in Jamaica is an experience that you cannot put in words. There's an energy in the atmosphere that just feels good. There are so many aspects of Jamaica that I think makes it second to none. The best food, the best music, the best people. We can go on and on about the good things about living in Jamaica. There's a parish in Jamaica called Portland. I think that's one of my favorite places to be. It's one of the most nature-oriented parishes, and I love the nightlife in Kingston. Once you come here and you get that connection with the people, that connection with the food and the music and just the lifestyle is something that you'll always remember. People should visit Jamaica because I'm sure 100% that it is the place to be on planet Earth. You need to come here and you will get an experience that you will never forget.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, July 2. Jamaica and Panama have agreed to strengthen relations in several areas, including port management, logistics, and aviation. That decision was reached during a two-day joint commission meeting, followed by the signing on Thursday at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The two-year bilateral cooperation will see both countries placing emphasis on human resource training as well as using technology to improve port efficiency. Foreign Affairs State Minister Pernell Charles Jr. says the exchange of technical expertise will generate solutions and activities to support Jamaica's national development priorities.
The decision to cooperate in the development of an air traffic services inter-facility data communication will most certainly put Jamaica in a better position to have timely and reliable exchange of data for the safe conduct of flights. Moreover, the agreement to pursue performance-based search and rescue, as well as radar data sharing, will undoubtedly lead to reduced fuel costs and carbon emissions.
The Jamaica-Panama Joint Commission will meet again in 2020 in Panama to review their progress in executing the agreement.
We are now at a new beginning. We have an instrument of new generation that will structure our bilateral cooperation in a more efficient manner.
Government is on track to break ground for the $6 billion Jamaica Gansu Industrial Park and Special Economic Zone by December of this year. Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Mike Henry, gave the update during his sectoral presentation in Parliament last week. He says that since February's signing of the framework agreement, the Chinese central government signed off on the project in March, and approval is now being sought to make it a strategic development initiative by both countries. October has been marked for the creation of an equity investment fund to finance joint ventures at the park.
Phase construction planned for 2 to 8 years, and construction is scheduled to start in January 2019, which is the timing to be confirmed in September this year at the conference in China.
Minister Henry says technology cooperation and training initiatives are already ongoing, and plans are in place for the launch of an international investment conference and expo in Donghua, China this September. He says expansion work at the Gisco Alpark Bauxite Company, which is part of the $6 billion project, is also ongoing. Industry Minister Audley Shaw says he will be working to provide more factory space and agro-processing centers for local manufacturers in Jamaica. His statement comes in light of an increase in demand for factory space in recent times. This falls in line with the ministry's efforts to increase the nation's gross domestic product, GDP.
We have 9 acres of land right on Spanish Town Road, the old AMC building that used to be used for packaging of exports and even processing for local distribution. I want to turn that 9-acre plot at Spanish Town Road, which is only a few hundred feet from the port, to turn that into a modern agro-processing center.
According to Minister Shaw, the new agro-processing centers in Jamaica will allow for the processing of more agricultural crops into new products for export. He was speaking at the American Chamber of Commerce of Jamaica, United States Regional Trade Agenda Breakfast meeting recently. The Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Vice Squad, CTOC, has been given a new 2018 Toyota Hiace bus to support its anti-human trafficking work. Valued at more than $5.9 million, the bus was gifted by the Justice Ministry's National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons. It's the second vehicle to be handed over to the unit since June 1, 2017. Senior Superintendent of Police Anthony McLaughlin says the addition to CTOC's fleet will increase officers' mobility in rescuing and transporting victims of trafficking. Persons boarding flights to the United States will be restricted from carrying powdered substances weighing 12 ounces or more in their carry-on bags. The directive, which took effect on June 30, was issued by America's Transportation Security Administration, TSA. It calls for substances such as makeup, baby powder, ground coffee, and spices over 340 grams to be packed in checked luggage. In a release, the operators of Sangster International Airport, MBJ Airports Limited, says medically prescribed powdered substances and baby formula over the 12-ounce limit may be transported in the cabin of the aircraft. That is, if the containers therein are inspected for signs of alteration or tampering. MBJ Airports Limited says passengers will be able to purchase packages of powdered substances post-security in the departure lounge. Passengers with connecting flights who purchase powdered substances post-security must place them in their checked bags or the security tamper-evident bags sold at airport stores. And finally, residents near Coronation Market in downtown Kingston will soon benefit from the Institute of Jamaica, IOJ's, mobile exhibit. The mobile exhibit was launched on Friday at the Sovereign Center in Ligonier under the theme Exploring Jamaica, Natural Hazards and Disasters. The $57 million project, which is a partnership between Jamaica and Japan, includes display panels, digital signage, touchscreen kiosks, and a mobile bus. Culture Minister Olivia Grange lauded the government of Japan for its contribution, saying the mobile exhibit will be used as a centerpiece for the IOJ's education and outreach programs.
The Institute's goal through the mobile exhibit is to improve public access to Jamaica's cultural heritage through advanced audiovisual technology and more frequent outreach programs.
The minister also made mention that a nomination has been submitted to UNESCO to have the sunken Port Royal City from the 1962 earthquake described as a World Heritage Site. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
We want a productive Jamaica. We are not productive Jamaicans. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity is the way to go for all us Jamaicans. Small business, big business, old and young, we are tell every woman and man. We want growth and prosperity for a better nation with a building plan. So we can build our product and sell our product and put more money in our hand. Our economy can rise to a level and build a better nation. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity.
Productivity, Pathway to Prosperity. A message brought to you by the Jamaica Productivity Center, a department of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Ahead of Jamaica's hosting of the 39th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community this Wednesday to Friday, let's get some quick facts on the grouping.
The Caribbean Community, more commonly called CARICOM, is a group of 15 Caribbean nations and dependencies. The group was formed in 1973 out of a need to strengthen relations in economic integration and cooperation among its members. The outcome is to achieve a unified and equitable working relationship in areas such as foreign and economic policies, development planning, establishment of special projects for the less developed countries within its jurisdiction, operating as a regional single market for its members through the CARICOM Single Market, and managing regional trade disputes. Each year, heads of government and representatives from each country meet to discuss relations and agree on measures to strengthen and improve where necessary.
These meetings are geared towards promoting coordination and complementarity in the services offered.
In keeping with the regular system of rotation within the Caribbean community, it now falls to Jamaica to adopt the chair of the Conference of Heads of State and Government of the Caribbean Community. Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, will assume that position on the 1st of July until the 31st of December 2018. And it's in that context that Jamaica will have the honor of hosting the 39th conference, the 39th regular meeting of Conference of Heads from the 4th to 6th of July.
Areas for discussion at this year's meeting include measures impacting the implementation of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, CSME. The first day of the conference will be dedicated to a comprehensive conversation on this matter. This is of critical importance to Jamaica as it facilitates the expansion of investment and trade in goods and services, as well as the free movement of people across the region. Talks will also be held on crime and security in the region. Jamaica will lead this discussion, with particular focus on distinguishing crime and violence from regional security. Emerging geopolitical developments which can have an impact on the region's growth prospects is also on the agenda. Prime Minister Andrew Holness will address the 39th meeting on the report of the Commission to review Jamaica's relations within CARICOM and CARIFORUM frameworks. The report was tabled in the House of Representatives on February 6, followed by a debate in the House on June 19.
We can all agree that the report is timely and that it represents a significant milestone in the ongoing dialogue across the region on whether the integration movement is indeed serving the interest of our nationals and member states.
Through his chairmanship, Prime Minister Holness will further champion changes needed for CARICOM to better respond to social and economic challenges, adopt concrete decisions, and implement them to achieve the economic objectives of the region.
There is still significant room for CARICOM's operations, for improving CARICOM's operations through a rationalization process and the adoption of approaches aimed at further savings and efficiency.
The chairman will also facilitate synergy among CARICOM's various leadership roles and functions within regional, hemispheric, and multilateral fora. The 39th CARICOM Heads of Government Conference will welcome its newest member, Prime Minister of Barbados, the Most Honorable Mia Mottley. She was elected to office following the country's May 24 general elections. Returning to the table are Prime Ministers Dr. the Honorable Keith Mitchell of Grenada and the Honorable Gaston Brown of Antigua and Barbuda. They were re-elected to office following general elections held on March 13 and 21 respectively. These heads of government will address the opening ceremony on July 4, along with outgoing chairman of the conference, President Jovenel Moïse of Haiti, incoming chairman Prime Minister Holness, and the CARICOM Secretary General Ambassador Erwin Larocque.
all 15 heads of CARICOM plus heads of associate members have confirmed attendance, and we very much look forward to welcoming them in Mobay. And we anticipate 200 foreign officials being present. And this year, Jamaica will be honored to welcome President Sebastián Piñera Echenique of Chile and President Miguel Díaz-Canel Bermúdez of Cuba. We welcome both presidents with open arms and look forward very much to hosting them here. The United States Deputy Secretary John Sullivan will also be hosting a breakfast for foreign ministers on the 6th of July.
The 39th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government will be held at the Montego Bay Convention Center from July 4 to 6.
It's always beautiful in Jamaica. Everything usually be green and pretty. We have beautiful water. Temperature that is normal temperature, the water never cold. We've been into business for about 13 years. JUSC-COOL, just cool. It's spelled with 3 0. We make 3 different types of pudding. We make potato, we make cornmeal, and we make toto. This is the cornmeal, okay? That's actually almost the last process. What he's gonna do now, he's gonna put a gel on top. Within no time, he has to take it off because the gel give it a nice taste. We have people like Shelley and Fraser came here. We have, you could name the biggest artists, Shabba Ranks, name them all. Being the Man, they all come here and buy their pudding. This is what we grew up on. Now, when the people come to Jamaica, everybody, as soon as they land off the plane, this is where they come. They want to taste this pudding because it's bringing them back to the old days. The long time days when they was kids growing up and they used to sit on the fire and watch their mama or their grandmother bake the pudding. We try not to change off our roots, we try to keep it that way. And not only that, we have a lot of love because we're all about love.
Want to know what you'll need to invest in Jamaica? How about where to pay taxes, obtain a passport, or to register a birth, marriage, or death? Get that info and so much more in this next feature.
Searching online. It's what most of us do every day. Information is the world's new currency, and the provision of quality information is what is setting businesses, governments, and even countries apart. And when we search, we're looking for information that is accurate, easy to understand, and relevant. And we expect to get there in 3 clicks. The Jamaican public sector is delivering numerous services every day to clients locally and abroad. Clients who cannot afford to waste neither time nor money searching through hard-to-find information. Introducing Gov.jm, the gateway that will become the single online space for accessing information on government services in a way that is simple and seamless. Through the Public Sector Transformation and Modernization Program, PSTM, Gov.jm is placing the needs of our clients at the center. By placing vast government information in one place, we are making it easier, faster, and simpler for our clients and potential clients to get the information they need, when they need it, and how they need it. For the potential investor or visitor to Jamaica, the ability to find information easily can make the difference between a decision to invest in Jamaica or somewhere else. To start, we found those everyday services in highest demand, the ones Jamaicans locally and in the diaspora frequently need. We took the services non-residents and investors frequently need, and we've started by creating a gateway to those services online. Gov.jm will allow those seeking to do business with government to find what they need faster. Whether you want to know how to apply for a passport, pay taxes online, register a business, or find out your health benefits under the Health Fund program. Information is grouped so that the user knows where to go right away, whether he's a resident, non-resident, or an investor. And this is the kind of information, the kind of service that will gain Jamaica international rankings for e-government. We're still at the early stages. The Gateway currently now indexes some of the services available online and provides clear navigation to them. But gov.jm will never stop evolving. It is the customer feedback about information they need that will guide the evolution of gov.jm. Over time, we'll work to bring more and more services online and create a standard online schema for all government websites. Gov.jm, the new gateway to government information and services. The search is over.
Be an active participant in your child's life. Spend time with your child. No phones, no television, no distractions, just the two of you. Get to know your child through play. Why not go to the park and get on the monkey bars? Sharing a meal can also be a time of bonding. If your child's in school, be involved in school activities. Speak with your child's teacher, follow up on their progress in school and see how you can help. Assist them with homework. Attend parent-teacher meetings and support school fundraising events. Remember, your child's future is in your hands. Safeguard it.
So glad you are a child of mine.
By the end of Jamaica's hosting of the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, I'm sure many of you will want to visit some of the member countries. Though they might not require a visa for entry, you'll definitely need a passport to gain access to their shores. First, you'll need to obtain a passport application form from pica.gov.jm. The completed form must be submitted with a birth, adoption, or Jamaican citizenship certificate and proof of name change if necessary. You'll also need 2 identical photographs, with one being certified by the officer who did so for your application form. A valid government-issued photo ID, such as a driver's license or voter registration card, as well as processing fees are needed to complete the application. All the best with your application and travels. It's officially summer break for some of our children. What better way to spend some quality family time than by visiting one of our local attraction sites? Here is one of our recommendations.
The Urban Development Corporation, in association with the Jamaica Information Service, presents Urban Scope.
The island of Jamaica offers a diverse tourism product. In the parish of St. Anne, several of these products are managed by the St. Anne Development Company SADCO on behalf of the Urban Development Corporation, the UDC. All these facilities continue to make an integral contribution to the Jamaican tourism industry. The Green Grotto Caves and Attractions is one tourism product from the parish that continues to shine brightly on the international scene. The facility was acquired by the UDC in 1999, developed and reopened in April 2000. The improvements to the facility paid off significantly in 2002, when the caves became the first attraction in Jamaica to acquire Green Globe 21 certification. After receiving this certification for 5 consecutive years, during 2009, the caves received Green Globe Certified Gold status under the Green Globe Earth Check certification program managed by EC3 Global. Having stimulated your curiosity, why not come explore the caves, located on 64 acres of land in Discovery Bay, between the resort centers of Ocho Rios and Montego Bay. This attraction is ideal for someone looking for something different, a touch of adventure, a journey into the underground, or the nostalgia of history, all rolled into one exciting package. The world-famous caves have been a magnet for tourists and locals alike since the 18th century and is perfect for the explorer who yearns to learn. A tour of the caves enables visitors to journey into the underground and rediscover our rich Jamaican history. Previously known as Runaway, Dairy, Rum, Hopewell and Dry Harbor Caves, Green Grotto Caves are said to have provided shelter for Jamaica's first inhabitants, the Taino Indians. The caves also served as haven for runaway slaves in the 18th century. Exploring the caves will also take you into the heart of Jamaica's inner world and expose you to a maze of majestic stalactites and stalagmites and other exquisite dripstone formations. Journey with us as we explore the heart of Jamaica's inner world. The tour guides at Green Grotto go to great lengths to ensure that patrons are adequately protected. In keeping with safety regulations, prior to the tour, guests are fitted with a headliner and a hard hat. Those who embark on this adventure leave the caves enthralled, but equally important, more informed. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. For further information on any project being carried out by the UDC, you may contact them by calling 922-831-024 or visit their website at www.udcja.com. You can also visit their information center on the ground floor, Kingston Mall, downtown Kingston.
And that's our show. Be sure to join us tomorrow for another exciting magazine program. Are you online? Visit our website, gis.gov.jm. It's 0 rated, so you won't use any of your data. We're also available on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire team here at the GIS, I'm Sandra Clark. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.